Hello and welcome stream. We've got Ash, Madison, Azazel, Joker, Chemjam, Ryoko, who else? Where's Dream Bear? Jax as well. But welcome everyone. I hope you're all having an amazing day and I hope you're having fun with yourselves. Enjoying the weekend so far. So today we're doing a bit of creative mode. We're gonna do a bit of dungeon building because going through those dungeons the other day made me really want to build a dungeon of my own, so that's what I've been doing. Starting off with this initial area. But I hope you're all having fun. So, I'm mostly done with this first room. I've built this main kind of hall area that needs to have a second floor built into it. And if I go over this direction, it's going to be another kind of mob spawning fighting room. Then I have a parkour room, which I need to put a ceiling on all of this, by the way. But yeah, weekend, ain't it Monday? Oh yeah, shit. Well, I hope you enjoyed your weekends. Oh, and there we go. Everything's all good. I do want to add more crystals into this to make it seem more mystical and magical. And why are you throwing stuff at me already, Azazel? It's barely been 5 seconds. But yeah, there's a parkour puzzle, which is relatively easy. Not super easy, because then that wouldn't make it fair, but there is also going to be a high roll chest at the end of this, and I need to make it so I can eventually get chests to have individualized random loot spawns. Your creatives are no lucky blocks? Yeah, no lucky blocks. Although you can see all sorts of cool stuff. Like I said, I am just getting started with all of this. But I'm hoping it's going to look really, really cool in the end. The reason why these haven't got any crypts in them is because I'm going to add them in as individual assets instead of adding them in like this. Oh, I don't have any, oh no, like this. I need to remove these because I'm going to add crypts individually so then they can't be destroyed. My weekend was good. Oh, your weekend was bad. Getting better at talking, that's definitely an improvement. Well, Madison, we are proud of you. I'm glad to see you're putting yourself more out there. Okay, so I need to make this 9 blocks down. 1 minute, let me have a look. Yep, 9 blocks and then a spacer between them. This goes down to here. Yeah, as you can see, I've been building a lot and I'm being creative, enjoying my life. There we go, 9 down. Wait, Ash. Not sure if you saw the Discord today, but it went so much better than yes. I'm glad, I'm glad. Well, I'm glad to hear you're having some good progress. Also, the Amoros Pokemon has been in chat for anyone that wants it. And sadly, no one can catch it because the stream hasn't been going on for more than 15 minutes. But don't worry, after that 15-minute mark, you should be able to catch whatever the next Pokemon is. I need to make this wall bigger as well, and lower down. In fact, I think half of the stream I'm going to do a bit of creative, and then later on in the stream I might possibly switch over to survival. So we can get more creatures, possibly. And a final set of blocks just here. There we go. There we go, nice and peaceful. Despite the fact I'm building a dungeon. I'll make this camp wider, so then go in deeper. I think this will be good depth. And I need to set another level down here. Select tool. And now you're gonna see some magic. One down. This. To that wall. Yeah, to everyone who's in the chat, I hope you're having a nice and wonderful weekend, or well, not weekend, wonderful week so far. There we go, and Halo Wolf, welcome. Hopefully you're having an awesome day as well. I'll go all the way across to this other side. And this will be technically what would be considered a second floor, but I'm going to have this middle section going even further down. And make a bigger space down here as well. But I'm going to have lots of little dungeon rooms and a general large area that you can just fight, well, spawn in skeletons. So, beautiful. Blocks have been filled in. So this is down to our second floor. How many should I have above this? Maybe 7? Because it does it here. This point, then down. Fuck. Mistakes were made. Stop. Transition is so expensive. Anyone really? I'm pretty sure every trans woman can relate. Although I do know that there are some people who manage to get it like free because they have some form of healthcare or they went through the NHS, although the NHS isn't always the most reliable. And move this to here so I can quickly fill out these blocks. There we go. Yeah, any procedure, medication, counseling, anything when it comes to transition is just generally very expensive. And sadly, not everyone can afford to work and afford the medication that they need. And there we go. Go like this next. There we go. Must make it look more dungeony. And by the way, anyone got any suggestions for what I should add into this awesome giant dungeon? Like, currently got parkour maze where there is a high roll chest at the end, so some pretty decent loot will be eventually spawning in there. Got a main large multi-story fighting area. Lots of mobs will spawn. But has anyone got any good ideas for any traps? Or any sneaky kind of thing that they think would fit into a dungeon? Like an alchemist laboratory or something like that. Dungeon swing. Have you added skulls? Yeah, I've added plenty of skulls in here. Although I haven't added a roof yet. Although when I do add the roof, it'll make the whole place much darker and much... In fact, I have infinite light on right now. I might as well just do the roof while I'm here. Just so I can get a general idea of how it currently looks. Okay, move that one up one. Okay. Now I'm going to fill in this entire roof zone with brick just so we can see how much darker it looks. To the very edge. One more. Look. That's weird. I have no idea what I was doing. I intend on making this an enormous dungeon, and then I'll be able to save it into a prefab, just like I've saved that thing. Let me do a little bit of this so I'm lazy. Okay, so inside the first room, let's give us a roof, and then I'll turn off the infinite brightness. How does this dungeon look so far? Ooh, ominous and spooky. Got this room, definitely needs a bit more light in here, just to make it, you know, so I can see stuff. But I've got these lights as well that I'm going to be sticking up everywhere. I have plenty of ideas. Shackles and chains. So far the closest thing I have to chains is these, which are these giant thick chains. And then there's some skinnier ones that I can use. But yeah, this is our current dungeon. As you can see, nothing here, but I have plenty of ideas. I mean, let's see how the parkour maze looks, because it's pretty dark in here. Yeah, I should add some torches, some lights in here. At least to guide the players. Maybe down here? I'm building my own dungeon. I'm basically a demon lord at this point. Place in the corner. There we go. There we go. So it has a little bit of light down at the bottom, but it definitely needs more from the top, and that's why I'm going to have some hanging chains. Yeah, I can turn the full bright back on so I can actually see what I'm doing. Voila. Yeah, I hope you guys like the progress that I've done so far. Red hot pokers. Ah, damn it. Wait, there could be something similar enough. Wait, as you can see, I tried building my own weapon. It's not exactly working right now, but it looks kind of cool. There we go. We could have this for our red hot pokers. Or any flaming sticks. This? That'd actually be pretty cool. Or this sword that's clearly just glowing at the end. About bear traps? I could actually put down some bear traps. They are already in the game, so it's not like it's an asset I have to make. There we go, bear traps. Yeah, I could pop some of those down. Although that'd be terrifying. Finding a full-on human bear trap in a dungeon. Big rolling ball. Sadly, I can't do that. I wouldn't have the physics for it because I'd have to make an individual asset that is somehow able to roll. You could probably make a mob that rolls into like chases around players. That'd be kind of interesting. Joker's going to bed? Oh, okay, Joker. Well, I hope you have a good night's sleep and I hope you enjoyed the stream so far. A little bit of light over here. And so this, I have no idea what I'm having going this way. Maybe some kind of trapped corridors. Okay, 1 minute, going this way. Gotta finish the staircase. And I'm gonna fill up the walls here as well. So, up. And to this point. Some brick. Okay, so I wish there was like blow dart traps. There's this little wooden spike, these much more dangerous wooden looking spikes, this grass trap. I'm pretty sure a grass trap is something that I can put down that players will just fall through. Let's have a look. Okay, so if I jump on top of this, I'm okay, but then the second I go into adventure mode... Oh yeah, it breaks, so it's not... Oh fuck. Oh no, 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 no. I'm getting messed up inside of my own dungeon. Back to creative mode. Brightness back on. Yeah, sadly these suddenly, like, once you step on them though, they disappear. So it's kind of not worth having them. Also, Pokemon appeared in chat for anyone who wants this, and a Zoom morale. Some planets only see about 50 people a year. That is really not a lot of people, but better than 0. And hey Kevin, and Bestie, and Mario, welcome. Hopefully you all have wonderful days. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to building whatever I'm gonna do over here. So I'm actually going to wall here. Yeah. Oh, wrong thing. Now I've got one wall there. I'll put some catacomby looking stuff here. And move you out to this point. And have this being a long corridor here. I might actually go a little bit deeper over here. Because the deeper it is, the more like shallow and like low to the ground you are. So the little bit more claustrophobic it feels. Which I think dungeons to some extent are supposed to feel a little bit claustrophobic. I still don't think this is low enough. Maybe 2 more? Yes, congrats to Madison Mav, Mikey, and Ash for catching the Pokemon. Congratulations, all of you. Yeah. I'm pretty sure like a lot of dental clinics only have like maybe like 4 or 5 endocrinologists, which means they have a lot of work to deal with, especially considering there's a lot of people that need the treatment. Yeah, understaffing sucks. So that's good. Yeah, this feels claustrophobic enough if I'm gonna have the floor that level. So let me go like that. That one. Out to here. Yeah. That already makes my neck feel uncomfortable. This way. So I pop that there. Yeah. See how you jump and your head hits the roof? Stressful. Back to 1. Healthcare is a scam. It is. Some places you have to pay like health insurance, like in America. No, thank you. I much more prefer medication to be accessible and good thing for all people. And these blocks. Yeah, if I could make it, I would just give it so everyone has free healthcare. Make the world a much healthier, happier place. Bap, bap, and bap. Oop. And bap here. Looking okay so far. I could fit some grays in there. If I get some bone walls, I can carve out this and put some skulls behind it. This one is an outside wall, so it's kind of a pain to deal with. I'll just leave this empty, kind of. This one's also an outside wall, but I can deal with that. Pop some chunks out of it so I can pop some bones in. Making this look proper spooky. And this is just going to be like a generic corridor / hallway. Understaffed, underfunded. Yeah. Sorry, my mom, but I can also make that trap. If I could make it so the roof would slowly move down, I would also feel very claustrophobic. But sadly, it's not something I can implement. I don't have like... They don't have pistons. But they apparently are working on a very mechanical next update, so hopefully I will be able to find some stuff like that. That would be kind of cool. So up here is going to be a blank space. And I'm just going to fill out this because I'm going to have it as negative space. That is not going to be touched. Wait, I kinda wanna show out this stuff though. Because this is the weapon that I made. But what do you guys think it is from? Just take a wild guess. Fuck, I picked it up. What do you guys think that weapon is supposed to be? And that's just the bare model of it. Use best traps with people? Hola? Hey, Mikey. Oh, you use bad traps with people. I will give it a go. I just need to figure out an area where I can put them. I'm not even sure if players can trigger bad traps. Let's test this. Can a player trigger a bear trap? I'm gonna travel into adventure mode. Yep, you can trigger a bear trap and you get stuck in it. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a thing. Creative. Good to know. I gotta set a few of them then. One behind here. This could be kind of like a mimic right here. I could actually put an item over this and make it so the bear trap is basically invisible. Oh my god, I can make my own version of mimics. This area is going to be terrifying. Is that weapon from an anime or a movie? It's from a game, technically. It's technically based on my favorite Pokemon. Well, one of my favorite Pokemon. Okay, so let me... How big do I want this hall to be? Okay. Let's select this area. Oh shit. And this one. And we're gonna pull you through here. Okay. Pull it down one block. That's currently at 57 and it's beyond the room's length. So I'm gonna go even lower. Wider out. Okay, so over this direction. One more block that way. And then pull this down. I'm already in this one, so this needs to go a little bit further down. Is it sucking up this block or? No, it's below. It's up below. So I can go like this and clear out that section. It's lying to me. Oh. It was not lying to me. I just made a mistake. There we go. Laser beams. I cannot add laser beams. Actually, wait. There's laser guns. I could have them as just like an extremely rare. Technically, I can make every single weapon in here at some point a reward for being in the dungeon. 1 minute, there's the guns. We got laser gun, we got blunderbuss, an ancient blunderbuss, and a pistol, and a turret crossbow. So technically, some form of laser beam could eventually be made. And Halo Wolf, I'm doing good. How are you? Forgotten dungeon effects. Minimum light for the best forgotten dungeon effects. Yeah, there is gonna be minimum light. The main issue is I'm just using full bright right now, so I can see everything while I'm building it. Like I'm doing the the broad strokes, as they would call it first. Bigger dungeon, like outside bits, just so I can eventually add the details in. And so what should I have down here lead to? 1 minute, put this here. Wait. Bup, bup. I'm gonna have some pillars. No, pillar there. So what do we think we should have this large hallway leading to? The blade from Halo? No, it's supposed to be based off of Sarlage's, like the Pokemon Sarlage, based off of the swords that that Pokemon has. Is Pet Onion still alive? Onion is still alive, do not worry. Where's your accent from? Take a wild guess. You can guess as much as you want. You're probably pretty unlikely to actually get it right. I don't know if I like this one on the top. Maybe this? And then, yeah, that one seems a little bit better because it fits the block more. But yeah, I want this dungeon to feel nice and claustrophobic. Although that does not feel nice at all. The more cluttered with stuff it is, the more it'll feel like an actual dungeon as well. I said Sarlage's blade? Oh, okay, sorry, I missed that. But yeah, that's what I base it off of. I'm trying to get it to work right now. I want to make it into like dual blades. But at the moment, it's just not cooperating with me. Like I'm trying to get it to fit into the hands in the right spot. Like I've got it in. Yeah, it's just not in the right places right now. Although I can use it for extreme movement. So don't ask how the picture's going, please. Okay, I won't ask. But yeah, I made this in like a few hours and I was very, very proud of it. And then I got into the game and I was like, what the fuck, why is it not fitting on my hands the right way? So I've been trying to fix that, but currently failing at that. Oh, also Pokemon Aaron has appeared in chat for anyone that wants it. I think that the aesthetic of this place looks good. It's still a tricky dungeon, well, still tricky parkour. But let's see if I can actually... I may not be good at parkour. Fuck, I didn't even get up there. Okay, 1 minute, get me onto this first jump here. There we go. No, I'm not throwing stuff. Ashba, you're throwing stuff. Okay, fell down. Fuck. And this is why you would return to the start, taking damage along the way. But yeah, at least there's a high reward at the end if you do get to the end, being this high roll trust, which would mean better loot, better stuff. Sorry, you sneezed. No, your sneeze was just a way of distracting me. But yeah, he's so cool. I like it. I'm actually proud of my builds. I need to do more with them though. Maybe this. I'm gonna make the corridors seem more Interesting. And some skulls here. Gotta have skulls just everywhere because I'm gonna have the skulls mixed in with the mob spawners that I made. So I've basically transformed regular skulls into something that will automatically spawn skeletons after a certain time. Remind me or something. 3DS painted with Cubone? That'd be awesome. I mean, I never actually had a 3DS because reasons, but I had a 2DS. But honestly, any Pokemon painted console is always a win in my book. They always look so cool. Okay, skulls here and a little bit there, some here. That I should pop some crypts on this wall actually. So I got 2, 1, 2, space, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so break those. And what to do? One up there, one there. That. And then this. Or maybe dual fireplace with crypt bit there, crypt bit here. Boom. You gotta trust the process. And then I'll have full crypts here and here and here, which should look cool as well. Now 3D printed mask. I actually found a 3D printed Cubone mask quite a while ago. The only issue is getting it to properly fit my head and having enough materials to print it all in one go. Because 3D printing is also surprisingly expensive. So 1, 2, place and up. Yep. Bop. 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 I think that's correct. Yes. Go to pet section on Discord. Oh, wait, by any chance, did you post a picture of a pet with a Cubone mask on it? Because I've seen those before and they're fucking adorable. I want to make like full-blown armor. Like, for the future, whatever pet I get will have a Cubone mask at least. And I want to make myself like a full set of armor from 3D printing at some point. That's what you're talking about, the lizard with the Cubone? Oh, okay, I remember that. I remember seeing that when I was looking through the Amber Labs app. 1, 2, 3, 4, block. 1, 2, 3, 4, block. 1, 2, 3, 4, block. Block? Damn it, that's too high. Although I can do something about that. And looking nice so far. Three, 1, 2, 3. Then place, place. I can do this. And that fire statues on top. And then I can use some iron bars. A minute. I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna use it to make a cavity just above here. So then there's gonna be a dark, creepy hole. Oh wait. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Dark, creepy hole that you won't actually be able to see inside of. There we go. So that'll be a spot where adventurers wonder where that leads to. Please leave your skulls behind before you leave. I like that. Dungeon of the Succubus. I feel like it would be very cool to make a custom mob then. Like a custom boss mob. Wait, maybe I should have some boss creatures possibly in this room. Like maybe one over here. Like a Praetorian. Not quite a boss, but it's still a strong skelly mob. But skeleton Praetorian wandering around this area. And then I could have another, like maybe two on the ground below here, what I'm planning. 1 minute, let me make some walls here. Okay, so I think this is how deep I want this room to be. Like nice and big. I'm gonna have all sorts of, I'm gonna shape the walls. Stone block. 4 amber. Big pitfall trap. Okay, I'll actually make one of those because that's relatively easy to do. Ooh, but the only issue is it gonna be an instant kill pitfall trap? Or is it gonna be leave them basically near dead? Like how much damage is pitfall trap gonna do? Because I feel like if you build it like where someone instantly dies every time they fall into it, they're gonna end up resenting the trap, but at least they're gonna learn. And there we go. One more block. There we go. So to the bottom of here, across to just a little bit further. There we go. So that's going to be the bottom floor in here. Like I had this upper area looking kind of like a more of a diner. But I feel like down here should be looking more like a coliseum. Why did you tell me to watch for your end? It's so sad. It is sad. But I wasn't the one who said it. I just said it's good and I would recommend watching it, but I didn't tell you to. But it's good. Once you get to, like, you gotta give it time. It's one of those enemies that it's slow. Yes, it's a little bit sad and a little bit heartbreaking, but at the same time, it's still good. That's why it's also getting a second season soon. Well, it's getting a second season now, but I'm waiting for it to be dubbed. A little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Oh, I forgot some. By the way, if I'm moving too much and making you guys nauseous, I apologize. And down we go. Down. The first episode. Yeah, the first episode is kind of heartbreaking if you're in. I'm not going to spoil it though, because in case there's anyone else in chat who does want to watch it, I would probably want to give them like the best experience they can have. Yeah, maybe I should have some rats in there. Kind of like it's like a sewage tunnel. So, I'm thinking of having this area as kind of like a laboratory. Like I don't have to fill out every single space, but I would like to make it look like there's plenty in it. Like a big enough room. Experimentation lab. So what are we thinking? What do people who run experiments usually have in their labs? Probably some cages to keep some creatures in. Which I could deal with these. I also have my barrier blocks, which I can use to just prevent people from getting through stuff. Okay. So we go down here to laboratory. Should we have a door? Nah. I'm gonna have some cages. And some of this stuff in here. So I'm gonna have a big cage back here, and I'm gonna put a Praetorian inside of it. So, bop, 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 bop. I'm gonna do a little bit extra bigger, just in case it doesn't fit. Maybe I should fit a giant one inside. I can make it as big as I want, so I'm gonna do that. Let's see if I can fit this. Yeah, so that works. I feel like it needs to be a bit bigger though. Or at least almost squared off. Did I make an alchemy room? I do. I can make potions and bottles and stuff like that. And I can put some tables down. This is going to be beautiful. Thank you guys for the suggestions. It is appreciated. Okay, go down to there. But yeah, I'm gonna summon a Praetorian here and then move it in. Let's go. Spawn entity, model. Okay, so let's see. That's fire, that's goblin. There it is. I think this is it. Am I looking at it? I'm at scale, shrink it down. I think, yeah, that's a Praetorian. I'm gonna make it extra big. And spawn. Yeah, you a big boy. The asset editor, and then I can just grab it and pop you in here. He's kind of stiff. I'm gonna grab a live version and just stick it in, but I'm gonna put the cage up first so it cannot just walk out. No, no, too high should be enough to keep our giant in. Only if there's a zombie dragon or a skeleton I can pop in here. Something that like a scientist has been. I could add a ghoul. I could add a giant ghoul. That'd be horrifying. 1 minute, let me go. Spawn entity. Ghoul. And then let's make it big. Wait, fuck. Gotta make it big. I can only... okay, I can only grab some other stuff. I might have some zombies to put in there. Where is the Praetorian? What the fuck is that noise? Wait. There it is. Spawn? No, you're gonna stay in there. Good. There we go. Our Praetorian is frozen inside. The cage looks kind of big on him now. Okay. Let's move you outside. I'm gonna grab a big one, just because. Spawn entity. Praetorian. I'm gonna make you 2.3 times bigger than the average one. And then I'll go pop the feet on the ground. There we go. Big old skelly bob in there. You don't care if we can see him. I'm gonna put some torchlight behind him as well, because this guy is clearly not to be messed with. Okay. You there? Should I put the smaller Praetorian in here with the big guy? Or just leave it? And hey Marionette, welcome. Hopefully you're having an amazing day. And hey Goblin Slayer, welcome. Thank you for the heart, and thank you for the heart FH as well. That is appreciated. Yeah, should we put the big guy with the little guy? Although it looks like a prison. Kinda looks like a shell block, never mind. I'll just leave this Praetorian here for now. And put this on here. And break one of these. 2 more here. I'm gonna make that look like it's kind of broken open. Like a little bit. Like this guy is getting ready to break out. I'm also gonna put some ghouls around here for an extra spooky effect. There we go. Big old guy. Clearly not that trapped in the cage. There we go. Basement preview. Yeah, I know. But I'm lazy and kind of bothered. So welcome Mariana once again, and how has your week been so far? Like I know we're only in Monday, but Monday is usually the roughest day of the week. I hope you're at least managing. And place those around here. There we go. Big tough guy in there. I'm actually gonna get rid of this guy. He's way smaller. Looks nowhere near as tough. But I'm gonna have some test cages here, and I'm gonna have like an alchemy workbench here. Try to do a side duck on crochet. Ooh, I hope it's going well. You totally failed. Oh, okay. Maybe it's not going as well. I'm doing good. We're currently building a dungeon. I'm gonna make this spooky, like real cool and all. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna add those. Pretty sure that goes on here. Yeah, that's okay. Kind of. 3, 4. I kind of wish I had glass blocks so I can make like test tubes or something. Okay, so I'm gonna make it 3 high, and I'm gonna put a zombie in this one. Like zombies, skelebobs. I'm gonna have mages patrol in this room mainly. Actually, should put some books in here as well, so they're clearly intellectuals just experimenting on zombies and stuff. Hey, jump. Okay, so place that there. I'm actually gonna go with a roof on this. So switch that for the fence. Yeah, kind of no, it doesn't fit with the physics. Then this. How much does a roof look indoors? Not really as dungeony. How about if I do the reverse version of the steps? Yep, that looks kind of better. Yeah, that's more of a cell kind of thing. Maybe I should do an upstairs to this. So they're double layered. You just want to sleep, but you don't want to sleep till later now. Well, hopefully my sleep won't send you. What? Hopefully my stream won't send you to sleep, and hopefully you'll be able to enjoy this and stick around for as long as you want. Third level. And there we go. And I'm gonna pop that on there. There. So now that I've made this individual asset, I can just copy and paste it as much as I would like. So here's the copy tool. Where's paste? Paste is there. And bum bum bum. Bum. Where is copy? There it is. And so I can just move this wherever I wanted. There. Oh no. I need undo. Wait, so how many blocks are in the space? Wait. 11 blocks. And this is currently 4 blocks wide, so I can... Perfect, actually. That is perfect. Okay, and bop. There we go. So we got our basic wall cages. And I'm going to fit 1 block here with that, this. Need to add some more structure onto them. I'm gonna put some mobs inside them. There we go. And by the way, if anyone has anything to ask me that I may have missed in chat, please highlight it and then I'm much more likely to be able to see it. Three and did them. 1, 2, 3. Need another 1, 2, 3. Looking snazzy. Okay, so that's kind of that so far, which looks kind of basic. What do you think I could do to make this look more cool other than add the monsters inside of it? How dare you? How dare you, Marvelous Marv? Yes, I'll use your full name. Let's see. I can get some undead cows and chickens in these. Maybe some zombies instead. A zombie. That looks like an old lady. That one's junky and enormous. That one has an extra head. What the hell? Small. There's Quebecs. This guy. Where is he? This one could be our criminal mastermind in here. Clearly, this dude is doing some experimenting. I'm gonna spawn him in. No, no, no. You gonna stay still? Stay still. There we go. What's zombie pig? Yay. Should I put zombie animals in these enclosures then? Maybe that'll make it look a bit more interesting. Also, I have an idea. If I remove this guy, because there is another boss that I can't remember the name of. But it looks really cool, and I just thought it might look really cool in here. Where are you? Where is this boss? I would love to have the cats just follow me around as well. Brawler? No, it's not there. Maybe it's a corrupted creature? I can't remember the name of it. Fuck. Look at the baby pig. Okay, I got a question. Why are you so amazing? Honestly, I have no idea why I am amazing. Apparently, it's just because. Sorry, I have no reason. But thank you, Ash. It's appreciated. Yeah, I have no idea why I'm so amazing. I think it's my sense of humor, maybe. Voidwalker, crocodile, crows, dozed, dragon, other dragon, duck, void mother. Well, no void mother. It's crack queen. Come on, I gotta find it in here somewhere. The adorable little Therans. There's a creature in here, which I think would be really cool. Because it'd be like they're harvesting the DNA of the creature to use it to make these other creatures. Oh god. All the golems. There it is. What's this called? The Hedera? Okay, come here, you creepy little creature. You're going inside this cell because, stay. Successfully frozen. Okay. Yeah, this is what they're harvesting the DNA from to make zombies. Terrifying. Look at the twitchy little movements. It's creepy, but at the same time, really cool. And she's kind of, wait, what did I miss? Oh, congrats to Haley, Ash, and Ma for catching the Pokemon. I think I broke Ember. Yeah, I don't know how to respond to compliments. Not the best of those. Look at this. I like this glowing stone in the middle here. I want to know how to make things glow on 3D assets. She's amazing, wonderful, and a voice of an angel. Thank you, Mikey. That is also appreciated. Okay, 1 minute. Let's look for some zombie creatures now. I'm gonna go like zombie piggy, zombie cow, and I'm gonna put them in there. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Spawn entity. Okay, so I'm gonna start with some undead chickens. Okay, first of all, no wandering. First I freeze you. And then I think it's Control C. No. How do I duplicate? I'm pretty sure I can just pop it in there. Oh, no. It's forever flying. There we go. Get in there. Come on. There we go. Click on this. Then I can clone it. I'm gonna put multiple in the same cage for now. Clone. Okay, bring you over here. And then I'm gonna put you in with a undead chicken. No, undead pig. I can spell, I promise. Don't worry, I can't spell. Sometimes I'm very dyslexic. I have to double and quadruple check stuff. I'll admit to falling asleep in your life. Kevin. That's fine, a lot of people do. Apparently, some people have said that my lives can be their nighttime show. When they need to sleep. Zombie dog. I don't think there is a zombie dog. Let's have a look. Dog. And then there's that dog. That's clearly not a dog. Where's the corgi? Okay, none of these are dogs. Other than the first one. Yeah, no. COR. Where's that corgi? I have no idea where the corgi is, but whatever. Okay, let's look for zombie pig, undead pig. There it is. Look at those big, beautiful eyes. Okay, I'm gonna pop you in there and clone. Clone, clone. Clone. And clone, clone. One in that, and then I'm gonna get a zombie cow and since he's extra big, I'm gonna put them on their own. This guy's stuck walking forever now. Frog? Is there frogs? Need a fire frog. Let's have a look. In fact, I could put crystals behind this wall so they kind of go. In fact, no, crystals inside. Light. Okay. I'm gonna go with this crystal. I need to move this. So, bap, 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 bap. Laboratory lights. Or at least that's how it's gonna feel. Okay, well, let me freeze these chickens. Because otherwise they're gonna try running away. There we go. Chickens are frozen. I've now frozen KFC. Okay, now I can unfreeze the chickens, right? And I've thawed them out. The faces too. Yeah. Okay, the pigs are louder than I was expecting. And hello, Mr. Walker, welcome. Or pig. Yeah, these are zombie pigs that have been corrupted by this, the DNA of whatever the thing is, by these kind of magicians and mages I'm gonna have spawning down here. What can I do to make this look more? As I think that on its own, to start with, is pretty sciencey. I'm gonna have a bunch of shelves with a bunch of different potions, and have some bookshelves as well. To spice it up. Okay, 1 minute P, stay still. This piggy too. Sorry. Okay. Stay still. And you. Okay. I apologize. I'm sorry, pig. I gotta freeze you. There we go. Piggy's frozen. I hope it stays in place. I'm sorry, pig. There we go. Yeah, that's looking more and more sciencey, especially with the blue glow. You saw Trauma Frog? Yeah, Trauma Frog. I could actually put that in here. That would belong in this place. After all that frog has put me through. Excuse me, pig. Excuse me. You know, I'll let a pig wander around. No, okay, I gotta move you back in. Sorry. Yeah, Trauma Frogs are here. Okay, so now I'm gonna get... Oh, fuck. I can break and replace at the same time. There we go. Okay, so now I need cows. What should I go with? Zombie humans. Zombie farm? Yeah, it's what this guy... Well, this guy is making from this creature. But I'm gonna remove this and put these lights behind. Very laboratory-esque. Frozen pig? This is frozen pigs? Oh wait. Yep, you have been thawed. And you have been thawed too. You have been thawed as well, so now they can move around while in their enclosures. Yep, they went frozen to begin with. Should I put zombies in here? Like snow zombies, maybe? Spawn entity. Oh, maybe it's frozen. Frost dragon, blue frog, green frog, orange frog. I'm looking for like a blue zombie. Frozen Knight. No, none of those. Okay, zombies. These are Quebecs. Oh, there we go. I think the bluish one. This... Where was it? Oh, it's this one. They come in multiple different outfits. This one looks best. Okay, you're coming here. Your name will be Aaron. A zombie and a pig are gonna be best friends together. And then 2 zombies, you can be best of friends. And that's where you can go. Oh shit. There we go. We've got some Darren zombies in there, as well as some pigs and chickens. Looking pretty good so far. Simon. Simon the zombie. Okay, this one's Simon. This one's Ed and Eddie. Steve and Bob. Give them like farmer names. The zombie's gonna eat the zombie pigs? Nah, they probably see them as like allies, friends to both attack me. Yeah, they ain't eating nothing. Oh, Greg. Ooh, Greg's though. Greg's is kind of delicious though. Love me some good old Greg's. Okay, so I'm gonna have some tables set out. And these aren't very sciencey lab tables. Okay, there we go. So tables, I feel like these are the kinds we're looking for. Like, they're made to experiment on things. Could also have some potions just lying around on these with some extra books. And I have these as well. I'm gonna have them a little bit scattered actually. And now I gotta get my bookshelves in order. Ed, Ed and Eddie, yeah. Like the Fortnite skins of Ed, Ed and Eddie were back in the shop recently. Well, not back in, they were in for the first time. And I was actually really surprised to see them. Of course you got a pay homage. Okay, I've got some books there. Where are my other books? Here they are. These ones are the more full stacks. I think I'll move these tables a bit further away and more towards the center of the room as well. Such places done. There we go. The bookshelf looks okay, but it doesn't look very bookcasey. I think I'm gonna actually add some wood in it. There we go. So which one would look best in this dungeon? Maybe this pure petrified wood? Replace it with the salad. Petrified wood? Maybe not. I do like my ash wood. It does like have the best shades. Have that. I have no idea why the wall is glowing. There we go. Oh, that's why. Parkour. And hey Haley, how you doing? Welcome back. I have no idea what's going on. Sometimes I miss what's going on in chat. But best of luck to all of you who caught the Pokemon, who got it. Just Haley, congratulations. Okay, so this is a good wall. Looking interesting. I'll stick some books on top of here. And I'm going to move these tables more inwards. And this one. And ancient stools. So, I'm going to rearrange those. Maybe I should move the position of our creature in the corner there to the center of the room. Like, what do you guys think? There's a guy moments ago, so I mixed, yeah. I used that one recently. Could put some particle effects on here. It's a shame there's no like glass blocks. Although I could use a window. Although windows don't curve. One on here, one on here. What shall I do in the meantime? Gotta have some letters, otherwise how else are you supposed to get up to the higher shelves? I'm gonna make some of these as well. Which one would go best in here? Maybe the ones with the chains on them? Or this? Oh. They look interesting. Go with this. So 5. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then stair, stair, stair. And this will be their supply. Potions. There'll be some chemicals and stuff on here. Okie dokie. Yeah, block traced them the whole inside. You know what? I will make a frog room if you guys want. I'll make an indoor frog room. If that would make you guys happy. going to sleep. I'm glad you got a good night, Ash. But I hopefully you've also enjoyed the stream, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to tables. I'm gonna grab these ones and these. Oh, wait, no, janky tables and janky chairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, fit there. There we go. I'll put a table against that. Gonna put some research materials there. And why not? I'll have another table here with some supplies on it. Now some scattered about chairs. Make them all look like they're in slightly different directions. Because there's no way these skeletons are actually taking care of this place and keeping it in good condition. So I gotta show that they, at the end of the day, are undead and do not really see the need to take care of furniture. Okay, looking nice so far. What else could we add to this room to give it a bit more pizzazz? Going to night, Ash. Oh, okay. Good night, Ash. I hope you have sweet dreams and welcome. Is that Catherine? Kith? Kith Karen? I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name, but welcome. Hopefully you're having an awesome day. Yeah, no, I don't think Catherine's had another name change yet. I started to follow you on FBO. I'm not really using Facebook. So yeah, I'm sorry, Kath. That might be a fake account, or it's an old account that I haven't used in a long time. Oh, okay, good to know. Yeah, I'm not really posting stuff on FB in a long time. In fact, if my memory's right, I don't even think I have one anymore. I think I deleted it. Also, thank you for joining, Rob. Hopefully you're having a good night. And yes, I had a good weekend. I hope you had a good weekend too. Okay, so we've got some of our stuff. I think more potions, possibly. Wait, I could use this as a pedestal. Nah. No, no pedestals. Is there anything to showcase items other than shelves? I do not think there is. Yep, no showcasing items. Although I could go for some workbenches down here. Or is it? Okay, there's an alchemy workbench and a magical book workbench. Okay, I'm gonna put the alchemy workbench right here. Because these people are clearly dodgy enough to just have that in the corner. Oh, and this should go near the books a bit more, like over here. Here, and maybe I'll get some glowing blocks underneath it, so... There we go, has some light to it. Oh fuck. There we go, as you guys mentioned, potion tables. I feel like this wall is like been naked. This it's kind of missing out on some features. So maybe skulls inside it, just to break up the empty space. Okay. Because no matter where you go in this labyrinth, there's always going to be skulls everywhere. Wait, I missed a spot. And more skulls on this side. Maybe this should just have skulls all around it. Because clearly an evil creature. Why would it not be surrounded by skulls? What the fuck? It makes an interesting noise. Not what I was expecting. I was expecting more like a screech than middle-aged men. Yeah, a mature adult. So yeah, I think you are probably like there's nothing wrong with like that kind of content, but Facebook, that's not me. That is probably some scammer. Jeez, it's been so long since I've actually used Facebook. I didn't actually know people were still kind of using it other than like okay. Yeah, just haven't used it in a long time. Clay gives a vase its form. Empty space without purpose. True, that is actually a very good quote. Actually, I like that one. Posting a lot of content. Looks like. Yeah, sadly, there is a lot of people that do that with other content creators as well. That looks amazing. Yeah, but thank you. Thank you, Mariana. This is so far going to be an experimentation room for some alchemists. I'm going to have some mages in here that will randomly spawn. And I'm going to have a bunch of potions on these shelves. But the story behind this room is skeletons found this creature. They're using this creature to try and create more undead, like the zombie chickens and zombie piggies. But yeah, necromancers that just want to expand their knowledge and increase their army. You like the wall? Thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna poke some holes in this wall. Totally regular walls. Is it raining? Sounds like it's raining. There we go, filling out the space now. That helps a little bit, but I feel like we need something more additional added onto this wall to make it look more dungeony. And I'm gonna add some tombstones as well on the way here. Because it's gonna make it look extra undead. There is not one spot of this dungeon that doesn't have something skull or dead related. You should think of a bone cathedral? Ooh, that sounds nice. That would actually be kind of cool to make. Fuck. I got rid of my like. Apparently, tombstones are in the bed section of this. So do with that knowledge what you will. But apparently, a tombstone counts as a bed. And congrats to you, Mariana. You're the only person that caught the Pokemon. That must mean you're seriously lucky. Mr. Interested in adult preference? Yep. That's totally up to whoever you want. Honestly, I do not see an issue with working as that. After all, that's the way some people only get their living. It's hard to make a living in this world. So I mean, that's 3 away from here. So we'll do 3 away from here. 1, 2, 3. And I'm gonna have another book stand here. Another book stand. And then I need to get the middle point of here. If I break these. Okay, so the middle point looks to be these 2 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, so it's these 2 blocks in the middle. And that is our middle point. I'm going to use... What should I use? I'm going to leave those 2 behind and remove the others. Block, 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 up. Yes, I am describing my directions by going block and up. Magical, my brain works me. Tombstone equals bed for someone else. Skeletons sleep. Yeah, that is what skeletons do sleep. So technically it is correct. Although I don't think I know anyone in real life who has tried to sleep below like a tombstone. Or at least willingly. There are people that actually own coffins and then like use them as beds and stuff. I do think that's kind of cool. Although coffins are extremely expensive. 2, and then block. 1, there. Block and down this way. Yeah, kind of like that. And then block, block, block. Yep. There we go. If you get the reference, good for you. If not, you clearly don't see it well enough. But I feel like I still need to make it stand out more. It's not enough. Let's go with some blue flames on either side. Some here too. And the stairs. Welcome Glitch. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Caught you wonderful again. Welcome. I hope you're having a good day. But yeah, gonna have this wall. Unless you look closely, you do not see the 2 horns that I also just happen to have in my chest as well. Comfortable. Actually, the inside of coffins for some reason are always made to be extremely comfortable. Not sure if that's just like a business model of like most what are they called? Crematorium place? No. I don't know, maybe it's just a business model. If you see how comfy the coffin is, you'll want to get inside one. Recent tentacles. Funeral directors. Ah, yeah. So funeral directors are just making really comfortable coffins to like gently persuade people, hey, look, it's so comfortable. Why don't you get in one too? Give me a couple grand and I will direct your funeral. Spawn entity item. I'm gonna go with some potions now. what color potions do we think I'm gonna go with in this place? Like what would suit? We got the green, we got the neon blue. I think the green one would look. This one is very clearly a potion of death. I like it. I'm gonna go with that one. So I'm gonna spawn it, go on the asset editor, and then do what I did the other day, which is painstakingly individually place them. Clone. R. And then rotate. There we go. And this is what I did for my kitchen as well. Like everything, every single block individually placed. The rotation, the angle, the size, everything. And then clone more. Because of course these guys are going to need a surplus of death potions. And I'm going to rotate you this way. I'm going to go up. No, mistakes were made. Come on, let me do it. There we go. And then I can go back here. Come on, there we go. Adjust the position of them. You mean coffin? I'll be honest. You need to be buried inside a closet. What you mean coffin? I get it, but still. Oh my god, being buried inside a closet would be terrifying. Like, sure, you'd get to go to bed with the majority of your amazing possessions, but at the same time, what if they just, you know, forget you're in there? And then the building falls down, and the next thing you know, you're trapped in the closet. Yeah, that'd be a horrifying way to go. Some potions there. Okay, I'm gonna switch to a different type of potion now. Spawn entity, item. I'm gonna go with this smaller green potion. Spawn. Oh wait, that is not smaller, that is much bigger. Clone. Clone again. And I'm gonna put this one behind here. And there we go, so we got a green potion shelf. What color should we go? Because we're gonna have 4 different potion shelves. We've been trapped in the closet. I think the worst I've ever been trapped in is a very small elevator. It was maybe like 4 foot by 4 foot, maybe 3, no, 4 foot, yeah, 4 foot by 4 foot. And I got trapped in the elevator for close to an hour and a half. And there was no ventilation because it was a very old building and it was a very janky elevator where you had to like pull the metal shutters closed. That was a terrifying experience. I would not want that to be my future coffin. Spawn entity, item. I'm gonna go with blue now. Big blue first. Pop that one there at the back. Creative tools, spawn entity, and then items again. I'm gonna go for some smaller blues now. Oh wait, no, different shade. Smaller blue. And clone. And move you across to here. Then more creative tools. I'm gonna make a bunch of small blue ones. Small blue. There we go. 0.6. Okay. Stone. Clone. It's a shame there isn't any purple potions. I'm gonna put some skulls in between this actually. To make it look extra. In fact, I have skulls on my inventory. I can just pop them in there. Okay, apparently I can't, so I gotta pop them in there with this spawn entity item. There we go. I'm gonna take some human skulls, pop them in there, reduce the size a bit. So they're like very small skulls. Then I'm gonna grab them. There we go. Clone. Place here. And rotate. There we go. And there we are. Second shelf complete. And hey Omega, welcome. Hopefully you're having an awesome day. Things are going well. They are going well. I'm making currently a spooky potion laboratory where there's monsters and stuff. In fact, I haven't shown you those of you that have recently joined, the rest of them. If we go up here and through this corridor, we got a parkour trap room where if you fall, it's very clearly going to be a painful experience. Then I've got this just regular tomb room, which is going to be, like, you can get some loot in here as well as fighting skelebobs. And then I have this main hall area. Wait, one minute, I should show this in the better view. Bop. There we go. This is how it looks so far. And let's, in fact, let's actually check out how our laboratory is looking. Looking pretty ominous so far. I should add some more lights near the bookshelves. But it looks pretty cool so far. A very dangerous, poisonous lab. Or at least that's how I'm seeing it. Ooh, scary and cool. Thank you, thank you. There's also this creature, which I love the little twitchy motions. Very, very cool. And Fulbright. Also, Pumpkaboo has appeared in chat for anyone that wants it, for any of you like spooky Pokemon. Okay, spawn in some... I'm gonna put some torches or something. Or I could have some... I already have one of the genes. There we go. Move you here and move you here as well. 3. Dangly chain ball. 1, 2, 3. Dangly chain ball. 1, 2. Chain ball. 1. Chain ball. I'm gonna have plenty of these hanging all over the place. But hopefully they'll add more to the aesthetic of the undead city kind of vibe. I mean, let's see how this looks now with the lights off. Bop. Okay, extra spooky, but not so much extra bright. Maybe if I have... If I have these underneath, maybe this wall will glow? There we go. Yep, this wall has a little bit of extra spicy magical glow to it now. Although this needs some light as well. There we go. And players will be able to carry torches through this dungeon, so how will it look with a player using a torch? And carpet. There we go. This is how it would look for a player using a torch running through this dungeon. I think this adds a little bit of more atmosphere to it. Can you dangle a cage or something? Ooh, that's a good idea. I can probably do that. But I'll use one of the thicker chains. Because thick chains equal maximum stability. I'll have it over here so it's dangling a little bit further. One, two, three. And let's have some metal cage. And then block below. I think I'm gonna go with the glowy block below. Just because, you know, the weirdos who sit at this table want to have some cage light. And what creature should we have in here? Should we have another, like a Bob or Jerry? Or should we have one of these? Wait. I could have a hell toad in there. I can go for this one. This blue rhino toad. Come here, you monstrosity. Will you fit inside this cage, or are you too chunky? It's fine. It fits, kind of. I don't know, I feel like it kind of deserves being in a cage this small. Evil hell toad. Yeah, also with walking around. This is looking pretty cool. I really like the shade of green. This is so pretty and vibrant. Same with this blue. So elegant. Oh, fuck. How'd you get out? Wait. Is it out? Or is it just sticking its face out? Go back in. Go back in. I push you back in. Okay, that did nothing. A villager? Do you mean like one of the Quebecs? The toad absolutely needs room to move. Yeah, I guess it is a bit big to fit in there. Like, he's squeezing out somehow. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the toad in here because they have put me. Okay, now it's just toad ass out. Wait, go in. How are you not fitting inside? I think it's just too big. And so I need to like, yeah, I see the corners of the box are like red. Wait, are you inside now? I think it's in. When your grandma gets in the game. What? You gonna put your grandma in a cage? Terrifying. Yeah, as soon as the players will see the trauma frog when walking this way, they're just gonna go, nope, back the fuck out. But yeah, I have my own spawners. These ones. So it'll be mage that I'll have in here. So I just place these down, and these will casually generate mages. I'm gonna have 3 mages in here. There they are. And I'm gonna let this dude roam actually. Wizard. There we go. He can walk around. Yeah, I got some mages in here that are casually just spawned in and walking around. And these will attack players. And they won't go a certain distance away from their spawn point, so it should be good. Trauma frog should be on a leash, not in a cage. Either way, I don't want it near me. Where are you going? You shouldn't be going much further away. Yeah, act stupid, why don't you? Go on, go back to your spawn point. Oh, they taking turns in patrol? Nice. But yeah, I have 3 skeleton mages will just casually spawn around this place. Even when they get killed because the spawn is here, this block thing here, they'll respawn in whenever I want them to. And that took me literal hours to learn how to make. I'm just getting Don't worry, I would never trap any of that in a cage. I would never do that. I mean, his face just like poking out is pretty cool. I could get him to just turn around and like stare, but I kind of want it to be moving. And then, like, what if there's just a wild coincidence where someone's walking down here and then the frog turns around? That'll be a big nope moment for me. Wait, how long of a leash would you put on this frog? Because if you think about it, this frog can jump large distances, has an enormous tongue, so it'll just be able to yank you across, like, whatever street you're crossing. Would there be a point in trying to put this animal into captivity to raise it to be around humans? I think not. I'm gonna put another. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. So I think, other than possibly putting a few more potions and stuff in here, this room is almost done. Let's see. Create a tool, spawn entity item. Oh, wait, maybe some hearts, void hearts. Void hearts. Spawn. Okay. I will take the heart. And then I will rotate it. There we go. I don't think it glows enough to draw very much attention to itself. Item. Spawn entity, item. And I'm gonna get some of these. Because these are very, very pretty. Clone, 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 clone. And this one here. Bah. Wow, the void heart really does not like shine at all. Maybe I'll put it here. So dark. You know what? Void heart in the fire. It's being cooked. Void heart flambada. No, just leaving it there. Already got some gems up there. I'm gonna leave those there actually. I kind of like those. Spawn empty item. And why not have a weapon just up here? Spawn. This will be their tool. R for rotate, and then this. Then rotate in this direction. There we go. And then I need to grab it from here. I'm gonna go further away, and then there we go. Big old cleaver. And I'm gonna copy some more of these. Clone. There we go. So this cleaver is what the magicians clearly use. And then what am I going to have on these tables? Like maybe some bones? Yeah, this is how much detail I'm going to go in with making this dungeon with nearly every single major room. They're all going to have their own unique characteristics and personality traits. Other people will be able to complete your dungeon when it's done. Yeah, technically. I'll try and create like a whole as world where I can just save it, and then either people can download it through the Discord or something else, and then they can go into it in adventure mode and then explore the dungeons and everything as is. Or who knows, maybe other stuff in the future. And let me turn the lights back on. There we go. Much brighter again. You've been busy? I understand, Rob, but welcome back. Hopefully you're having a good week. And welcome... Wait, I saw a new name. Where'd it go? Rakara. Welcome. Hopefully you're having a good day. Just imagine them... Yeah, the most traumatizing thing in this game, though, would be that frog. But keep your on the pet as a leash, I don't think would be possible. You need a massive cavern? I already have, technically, an area like that. I already, like, I have 2 dungeons so far. Like, this is, like, the dungeon, which is going to be built enormous, but I already have this area. Let me fly over there, it might take a while. There we go. And we have this. And in this area, I have a cave that leads into a mine shaft, which I'm going to have leading into this dungeon. Like, I'm going to have a teleport point, so you go from there over here. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of work, but I'm looking forward to it. Come back from dinner. The kiss room? Thank you, thank you. I'm working hard. 1 minute. I'm too lazy to walk. Let me just do this. Oh fuck, too fast. Too fast, too fast. Okay. Slow down the speed again. I'll put it at 1.2. Well, why not? But yeah, I'm gonna have those dungeons connected to this one. And of course I'm gonna have this a big massive area that's gonna have lots of loot. And I'm gonna try and make it so I can somehow get chests that have randomized loot based on like one person opens a chest and they get different loot to another person. Or maybe the chests will despawn after a certain amount of time and respawn with different loot. I'm also gonna have a shop area where you would be able to trade in stuff like mob drops and other loot for gold and then trade that for possibly upgrading your items and stuff. I kind of want to make it so then people would be able to play this with multiple friends and then they would like have their own parties. Someone could be a tank, someone could be an archer, someone could be a mage. That kind of stuff. Because technically if you have friends, you could fill out a full party. So I'm pretty sure you're able to have your own like private servers and invite people. I see you trying to go in the ground. Yeah, these guys are staying in this section, which is nice. I'm gonna put some more assets there just because. In fact, I should put some books down. Book. Okay, so I got this one, this, and I've got this purple grimoire. Okay, so on this table, purple grimoire, double stack, that there. Big stacks, big. Sorry, I just got a message. I didn't realize my phone was on volume. I say if you have friends because I am a person who is very antisocial and does not have very many friends. Yeah, that's the only reason why I said if you have friends. You can socialize. Yeah, I'm not socialized either. Why is this book so big? Well, technically it's a grimoire, so it does kind of make sense, but geez. Be the kind of book that Freya would love. Okay, big stack of books, smaller stack, small stack, grimoire. Yep, so clearly the people here are nerds. All friends are here. Yeah, technically you could invite people from chat and invite them to your own dungeon playthrough. Decide who is gonna be which class. Honestly, with all the weapons that are coming to this game, I don't even need to make custom weapons because there's just all of these. All these wands, all these swords. Yeah, no extra work needed, although I still want to make custom weapons eventually. Maybe Pokemon themed weapons that'll be like special rare drops. Oh, congrats to Haley for catching the Pokemon as well. By the way, Rakaran, how have you been? Aria, I apologize. I'm horrible at pronouncing names, but welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful day. What should I have here? Like, what would fit this spawn? Like, maybe a mob? But if it's a mob, I feel like it would be immediately the first thing people attack when they come in here. No, I'll think of something to go here. Like maybe wait. You can go with this. Spawn entity. There should be a trap. Where is it? Theron, not here. I have no idea where it is. Like, there used to be this thing that I would always accidentally click on. It was kind of like a cool flaming vortex tornado. Maybe on models? Ah, there it is. And spawn. This literal portal tile. Maybe I should make it a bit smaller, actually. Okay, let me remove that. And then I'll make it again. Spawn entity. Okay, so it's a fire trap. I'm going to reduce its scale to half, almost. And we'll move you here. There. Oh, maybe a bit more down. Still a little bit high up. There we go. Fire portal in the middle of this table mess for some reason. I'm still here. Just doing. Ah, okay, okay. Well, good to see that you're still here, Mariana. Okay, so that's all looking good so far. I have this flaming pit trap. Should I give these guys some food? Even though they're like skeletons, they're undead. They don't really need food. What kind of item should I put on one of their tables? Void stone. I could give them some rare ores. Some spooky plants or something. Black orchids. Maybe something from it. They could do with a cauldron. What's this? A lever? Wrong lever, crunk. Maybe I'll go with the cauldron. I'll just pop it down here. Spawn. Let me grab you. Okay, look away. No, let me grab you. Where is its point? Is it higher up? Like, everything has a point. Like, I can just grab this guy. And I can just throw him. Kind of. Me. Damn it. But this is not moving, apparently. And I cannot access it, so screw it. That's fine. Cauldron there of all places. Why not? Make it a bit messy. Have an altar beside the spell book. You talking about these ones? Because there's a few of them already. Or a spell book besides this altar. Maybe I should put book in the middle. I know that sounds kind of weird considering there's flames and tornadoes going around it, but maybe it'll be like a hellish book. Spawn entity, item. Okay, grimoires. Let's go with this one. And I will increase the size of it. Oh shit. Who the fuck did that? Who is the monster? Wise Dream Bear. There we go. Giant book. Why not? Why would you scare me, Wise Dream Bear? R for rotation. There we go. So lay this book back. Okay. Let me pick you up again. There we go. And move it more to the middle. There. Our book from hell. Giant ass grimoire. And that is what they're reading from on this cursed table. I could actually do with some particle effects here, but they don't stick around. How would I do that? I have no idea. Like, I like the ash particle effects because they look really nice and pretty. Like this. Go like this. Particle effects. And there we go. Ash. And then spawn. There we go. The little floating dots. There's also fireflies as well, which is really nice as well. Candles around it. Good idea, good idea. Okay, so I need to go elsewhere, lights, and candles. Which kind? I'm gonna go with this kind of candle. One, two, three, four. Expecting some ominous music now. You people in chat better start singing. Let's see how this looks with the lights off. Or should I go with a different color of candle? Yeah, maybe a different shade of candle. Why are you hitting me? Who's hitting me? Oh, it's the trap. You get too close to it and takes damage. Good to know, good to know. I don't see any blue torches. Other than this one. I could go with the Lost City lamp. This one's green, but it's on top of bamboo. Think alike? Because great minds think alike. What about this? These creepy lava things. Ew. It looks so squishy. I'm pretty sure these are supposed to be hanging from the ceiling. Nope, apparently not. They're kind of just gross though. Maybe this one? The Lost City lamps? And then maybe I have chains coming down to each of them to connect it. I was just hoping that it would be something a little bit more. How to explain? Blue. Ominous. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. So I'm gonna have these going up to the ceiling. How would that look? Not that good. Sorry, book. Didn't mean to punch you. Okay, so why is there no candles with a blue flame? Maybe potions surrounding it then, because they still glow. Spawn entity. Four corners? In fact, I kind of have an idea. I'm pretty sure the flames of this sticks out a bit further than it does. So I could spawn this in. Oh shit, but its light is way too white. I was kind of hoping I could just go like this, and then if it lets me pick on it. Why you no work? There we go. I was gonna go like this and put it underneath. Yeah. But sadly it is not working like that. I guess it does add some light to it. I'm just gonna go with the basic candles then and stick them around. In fact, wait. I have an idea. You go like this, and I'm gonna remove it. And this. Wait, no. I'm gonna do it with this one as well. Why am I doing that? I don't even need to. But I do need my table to replace that bit. I have an idea. Like maybe not candles, but I could have it so there's a giant flame underneath it. Spawn entity, this, lights, and then I'm gonna increase its size a lot. 4 times. Spawn. Always big. And very big. And then rotation. There we go. Oh fuck. Mistakes were made. There. So it's kind of in it. There. How does that seem? Giant flaming book in the middle. Yay or nay? What do we think about this? Lava blocks or something like that? Yeah, the only issue is the lava light is also this colored. Kinda makes sense. I'm gonna leave this room for now, and then I'll eventually come back to it. How big of a dungeon is this? Pretty big. Like, this is just a generic room where there's gonna be some skeletons spawning. This is gonna be another room. In fact, I can just show you from the outside. Hey, let me out of this hole. There we go. This is how big the top surface area is, which is very big. And then there's this, but this doesn't show the actual depth of it. This is only like halfway. But let me plug up these holes so it's even darker on the inside. There we go. If I go back inside, you'll get to see the true bottom of this. Like this, oh wait. Brightness. There we go. Oh wait, nope. This goes to here, but Then this goes all the way down here. So as you can see, there is plenty more space. Like that entire big room we're in is just this little section, which there is plenty more spaces in here for. Yeah, I have a lot of space to build, and I'm going to build a pretty big dungeon. Let me have the hole. There we go. So I'm going to move on to this room, which I was planning on making to be like kind of more of a cathedral, but also kind of a little bit like a boss room. So I'm going to round out these corners a bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. And then I should be able to go 3, 3, 2, and then 1, 2. What the fuck? Yeah, there we go. And that will round off the corner. Let me use my select tool so I can just grab this. And copy. We can pop you into the corner. Please go the right way. What did I do? He's not working. He doesn't want to listen to me. How many floors is it? At the moment, 2. I do plan on making a lot more floors, but so far only 2, and I'm gonna have it so technically I can shuffle some of the rooms around. I'll be able to use like a prefab loader, and then if a person teleports in, it'll change around some of the rooms. Fuck, okay, well, I'm just gonna copy this again. Copy. Copy. So that's 1. Nope, fuck. Why is it going in every single direction? I didn't request for those directions, please. Fix yourself. Okay, copy again. There we go. So all 4 corners are matched now. Now I just need to come up with a design to go in this to make it more Colosseum-like. I could keep going down to the floor here, but I'm gonna do a 4x4. That's 4. And then I need stairs. There, looking beautiful so far. Wait, who is pinching? Really, if they're threatening to pinch you, run. Pinching can be painful. She asked for it? Oh, okay, okay. In that case, do as you will. Have fun. And I don't know why, but she asked one. You know what? Sure, everyone continue. Making sushi. Ooh, sushi. In fact, it's been a while since I made sushi. I need to make it again. The last time I made it was so good though. But I made too much to the point where it lasted a few days. Well, not a few days. 1 day and a half. And there we go. Place those down. So I'm gonna have this area looking like an arena. Should I extend the back wall? Let's have a look for a second. So when you come here, you go down these stairs. Is this boss roomy size or vibe? I'm gonna have a look. So I can fit. 4, 2, 3. Up 2, 1, 2, 3, up 2. I'm gonna have this looking like, if anyone remembers the last stream, when I found that dungeon, I found the Praetorian. I kind of wanted something like that, but not exactly the same. Like, I could technically do it the exact same. Dilemmas. Three. Okay, so there's a discrepancy, kind of. There's a block in the middle of here somewhere. Extra, which is kind of annoying. It means I can't have it perfectly symmetrical. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can free up some space. And there'll just have to be an extra thick spot in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There. Just an extra thick wall in the middle here. Which of course I need to make symmetrical. There we go. Copy, and I'm gonna put it over here. Beautiful, beautiful, kind of. Struggling to put it in. Is that the right spot? There we go. Fits right there. Perfect. I don't think it'll fit in this one because there's not enough space. Wait, is there? There is enough space. At least there's some part that I managed to do symmetrically. Why are you not fitting? There we go. And it's in. Yep, good. Okay, so it turns out some part of me did do this correct. So, be able to put another block here, and then one gap there. There we go. By the way, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day today and taking care of yourself. Make sure you stay hydrated because I don't want any, I don't want anyone passing out from dehydration. Please take care of yourselves. And there. So this is going to be a Coliseum room, and I'm going to descend, like, make it wider each time I go up a floor. And I'm going to go 3. And then on this next one here, I should be able to go back a floor. Which will make it so I can go this and this again. Beautiful so far. Make sure to hydrate too. I actually will. It's been a while since I hydrated. Just give me one moment. Okie dokie. Do a design in the middle. Impurity. Do a design in the middle, and in fact I will actually. I'm gonna make this a pretty rounded but square room. But that's only because I'm gonna have obstacles and stuff. Bum bum. And by the way, how is everyone's next week looking? And hey, thank you for the follow, Billy. Billy Hill. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing the name, but thank you for the follow. It's very appreciated. Yeah. I hope everyone's got a good eventful week planned. And so, that off with that. No, extra layer first. 2, 3, whoop. One, 2, 1, 2, 1. I'm gonna have coffins in nearly every single, in fact, yeah, in every single one of these crypts. And I need to put skulls here as well. But gotta do the broad strokes before you can do the detail work. Delete that. Okay, deleting your old accounts to make new ones. That is a good idea. I have done that once or twice. And it's always nice to have a fresh start. Pop those there. And so, luck, 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 luck. I'm actually doing what I did with all the other cathedrals, which is I do this little arch on top of it, and it looks kind of more like an actual cathedral. Not cathedral. Grave. And I've actually already came up with an idea for what I'm gonna do here. Ideas are flowing. I think when it comes to building, the best thing you can do is just start with the building, do the broad strokes, and then see what you want to change about it after you look at it. One there, one here, 2 there. Looking nice. I'm gonna have a fire pit in there as well. Or maybe some chains. C-section tomorrow morning. Oh damn. Well, I hope it goes okay, Omega. And then a kid. At least C-section isn't like it's scheduled, I'm assuming. So you're not gonna be waiting a bunch of extra hours. And hopefully there's no complications. But you'll be here by tomorrow nighttime? Okay, well hopefully we'll see you all in chat and we'll all hear about how it went. Okay, so that's done. I wonder if I can just copy and paste this over. Because sometimes it's a pain in the butt. Especially when it comes to stairs. So let me just give this a quick try. Because I might be able to just save myself a bunch of time if this actually works. Copy. Okay, that works. Oh my god. The time saving. Oh fuck, where'd it go? Okay, stay with me. There we go. I should save myself 150 bucks. Yep. Okay, it's all looking to be correct. That makes things nice and easy now. Okay. Wait. Can I do this? Go back. What the fuck is that noise? AVP? One, this. And then down. In. Boom. Before. Wait, what's in there? Oh, it's just the outside of the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dun, dun, dun. I feel like I should remove these upper layers, like these upper walls. And clear. And bring you across here. There we go. And by the way, if I have missed anything in chat that you want to tell me, please just highlight it and then I'm more likely to see it. Kind of lose track of chat sometimes. And go down a bit. There we go. Clear. Okay, and now time to poke some more holes. Wait, maybe I should do this a little bit lower down. Nah, that'll be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Wait, I put this in the wrong spot. Did I? That seems to fit right there. Then where did this come from? Just extra long? Okay. And block, block. There we go. Ooh, a Pokemon's being chef for anyone. What's that? An Electabuzz? Electabuzz. Okay, 1 minute. Gonna pop this here. Pop up. Like putting that right on top. Maybe not. Undo. Undo. There we go. If I copy this section though. Copy. And congrats to Madison and Omega. Congratulations to you two. You are both the Pokemon Masters right now. I'm gonna fill that block in there. And these blocks get more here. So I'm gonna pop this here and break 3 away. Okay, so making all these. And broke 3 away, right? So 1, 2. Should be 2 and a bit on there. Okay. Copy and then paste. Okay. This is starting to look more Colosseum-like with the different layers. I'm gonna have 2. Pull it out a bit. And grab all of these, and I'm gonna move them behind themselves again. Copy. Okay. Boom. So what do you guys think so far? Is it looking good? Colosseum me enough? Kind of? Very good, Amber. Thank you, Ice Dream Bear. It is very appreciated. And thank you too, Madison. That is also very appreciated. I'm just gonna put more of these. But maybe I move at the back as well? There? And then block. And thank you to Omega. Thank you, Cole. It is appreciated. Well, Cole Titan, I should say. Coltrane. Why did I say Cole Titan? It's Coltrane. Dyslexic again at the last moment, just to make me sound dumber. And then I'm gonna put one of you behind there. And break out these blocks. And shove something behind that can glow. Via Vita? I apologize if I'm mispronouncing the name. Hello and welcome, Via Vita. I think I'm doing it right. Yep, looking good so far. Thank you. Oh, Azazel, you're still here? Congratulations for launching stuff at my head. But it's nice to see you're still here. So, that's not the right place. And then this, and this will be able to just copy and paste into each of the corners, hopefully. No, this one. I think I'm gonna put the glowing blue block behind it. Add a bit of light in there, and then I'm gonna put glowing blue blocks in here too, but I'm gonna put fences in front of it to make it seem more ominous. Like it's caged away, can't get to the riches. You're always here? You game as well? Ah, okay. What game you're playing? put those in there. I'm gonna have to break out some of these in a bit so I can stick some bone walls in there. And I feel like I should dupe this layer up one more. Looking good so far. Okay. I can also copy this right now and move it over to the other one. And what should I do roof-wise? I think that just locks off in the... yeah. So thankfully that doesn't actually affect the build. At least not from where I can see. Maybe it's inside a different wall. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing any difference, so it should be fine to go there. Two, one, two. I'm gonna put some fences slash blocks here. Anyway, Streambear, thank you for the hearts. That is very appreciated. Very, very much so. Also, I hope you're enjoying the stream. Even though I'm just placing blocks. There we go, looking snazzy. Maybe I'll replace these ones with these. How dare you. Gift me something, then throw something at my head? Such rude behavior. Not here. And once I'm done with this, I'll be able to just copy and paste it all over. Okay, time to fill in the walls behind these. Is that too thick? No. It fits perfectly. Oh no, gotta go here. The music in this game, I love it. Yeah, this downstairs area as well, I just realized it's going to be extremely dark, so I'm going to need to put more lights down here. Otherwise it's going to be very difficult to see the boss. But there we go. All the blind spots are filled in now. Okay, time to do some copy and paste work. There we go, and down to the bottom. There we go, and copy. Paste. Rotate. There we go. This makes things so much fucking easier to build. It's so much easier in Minecraft. There we go. That's one wall. Oh wait. How did I miss all this right here? And that to there. And then fill with the stone blocks. There we go. Looks great, Ember. Thank you, Madison. I'm trying my hardest to make this look awesome. And I'm gonna stretch this up a bit to the ceiling. One more out. And then how far are we till we're at the back? That's actually perfect. So we can just copy this. Rotate. So this is this side. Come on, go in the ground. Oh shit. Okay, wait. Go this way? Nope. You think that's the right spot? Yes. R. Okay, back. And I think that's the right spot as well. Oh no, something went wrong on this wall. There's extra blocks here. But everything else looks perfect. Maybe it's just this sticking out. Okay, and back to the paste. R. And I think that fits perfectly. And there we go, little cathedral. Not quite finished yet, but still it needs all its little touch-ups. Wait. Ah. I did fuck up. I fucked up. Yep, especially there as well. Okay, I gotta do some undos. But anyways, it is getting pretty late, so I will save all this for another stream. But for those of you who stuck around, I appreciate every single one of you, and I also hope you're all having an amazing night. Hopefully I'll see you in the next stream. So until then, bye.